we, Fire?
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Classified Captures. Expect to be thrilled, excited, and maybe a little scared by some of today's clips. Without wasting too much of your precious time, let's jump right into it. We start off today's episode with a riveting discovery. Someone spotted some movement in a river, and upon closer inspection, this is what he found. No, you're not imagining things. That's an actual lobster, and a colossal one at that. A giant making waves in the water. If you pay attention to the clip, you'll realize that its size is not the only thing that sets it aside. No, take a look at its eyes. Those blood-red eyes certainly will. It's like something out of a deep-sea horror. Nature has a knack of throwing curveballs at us, and this lobster is no different. I know it sounds crazy, but I'd actually want to see this. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this river-dwelling giant with its intense ruby-red eyes? Now buckle up for a trip back to 1996 in Brazil. You see an alien when you look at this too, don't you? The story behind this is that the Brazilian army shot down a UFO and it crash-landed in Varginha, Brazil. As the military swung in to investigate, they stumbled upon this creature. A peculiar-looking one which is almost reptilian in appearance and towering at about 7 to 8 feet tall, lurking around the woods. The soldiers managed to capture the mysterious being, but details about what happened next or where it was taken remain shrouded in mystery. Can't say that surprises me, but having seen the clip, what do you think? Is it truly an encounter with an alien, or is someone trying to mislead us? For the record, Aaron believes this is real. What about you? Next, we have an eerie scene from a school in Pune, India. The footage shows us a group of students and a teacher seemingly trying to restrain a girl, but here's where it takes a hair-raising turn. The girl's body starts contorting in strange and mind-boggling ways while defying gravity. Yeah, she's actually levitating. That claim she's being possessed. Now, we've seen our fair share of orchestrated footage, but something about this sends a chill down the spine, making it hard to dismiss. So could this be a genuine case of possession, or is it just another well-crafted act? Someone's on a late-night stroll, and if you have followed this channel long enough, you know he's definitely encountering something strange. This time, he encounters a creature that's part stick, part scorpion. I know it's unconventional, but it has the appearance of a stick bug, but with some extras. Tucked behind its wings is what looks like a scorpion sting. Turns out, it's like a bug in stealth mode. In moments of perceived threat, these remarkable creatures transform their benign appearance into a spectacle of intimidation. The wings part to unveil what seems to be a scorpion sting, an elaborate ruse designed to startle and deter potential predators. Nature never ceases to amaze us with its ingenious adaptations. What are your thoughts on this stick bug's defense strategy? Now, let me share a tale that will send shivers down your spine. A home security camera picked up this eerie footage that has left the homeowner spooked and on edge. In the footage, the homeowner steps into her car looking for a lighter, but little does she know something ghostly is about to unfold. A spectral figure materializes out of thin air near the building, strolling across the camera's view, only to vanish into the bushes on the other side. Here's the kicker. The homeowner herself didn't witness or notice a thing. It was a furry residence, that is, her dogs, that set the alarm bells ringing. One of them even gives chase after the ghostly entity until it mysteriously fades away. What's your take on this spooky home security saga? A ghostly apparition or just a well-timed play of shadows? Next, we have a peculiar scene straight out of a doll-filled room. In this eerie footage, one particular doll takes the spotlight. A monkey doll, casually lying in a box behind it, decides to make a move. Watch closely. The doll stands up straight, gazes at the ceiling, surveys the room, and in a rather unsettling way turns to look directly at the camera. With an eerie twist of its head, it then nonchalantly goes back to lying on the box as if nothing out of the ordinary just happened. It's like a scene from a horror movie, right? Dolls coming to life. Now, these kinds of videos can be tricks or staged for fun, but it sure gives you a spooky vibe. Anyway, what do you think is going on with that monkey doll? These days, all you hear is aliens, aliens, aliens. People spotting extraterrestrial creatures here and there. Take a look at this footage. Gravediggers dig up a grave expecting some valuables, but what do they find? A tall, gray alien, eyes wide open. Now here's where it gets unsettling. The creature starts moving. The big questions hit you like a UFO sighting. How long has this otherworldly visitor been enjoying a nap in the grave, and what in the universe could explain its sudden wake-up call? A home security camera captured this clip of a strange entity zooming past the cars outside. It's like a glimpse into the unknown right in the driveway. The big question now is, what in the world could that entity be? A neighborhood ghost out for a joyride, or maybe just a high-speed extraterrestrial commuter? This footage is like a snippet from the Twilight Zone caught on camera. If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment so far, could you please do so now? It goes a long way to help us make more of these videos for you. Thank you so much. Now back to today's episode. Dive into the realm of the uncanny with this peculiar moment caught on camera. A man was sitting on a motorbike with his back turned to the camera when all of a sudden you see him getting off the bike to sit properly on it. But wasn't he already sitting on the bike? A closer look and you'd realize there was something strange about the way he was sitting. So how did he ride the bike if he was seated like that? Well, no one knows, and it's left many to speculate. Some even think the whole thing is nothing but a glitch in the Matrix. You've seen it, right? What's your take on this surreal scene? Now let's dive into this auditory mystery.
Listen. Whoa! Stay inside, baby.
Picture this. A woman steps out of her home near Cheyenne and, surprise, she hears these strange noises echoing from who knows where. It's like a mysterious soundtrack of a movie, but happening in real life.
What the fuck is that? Okay, but really, what the fuck?
Now here's the twist. It's not the usual mysterious trumpet sounds from the clouds. This is a whole new level of sonic mystery. And guess what? It went down recently on the 2nd of February 2024, to be precise. Now what do you think is causing these unexplained sounds? Is it just nature playing tricks, or maybe a signal from the unknown? Share your thoughts.
Wait for it.
I love God. Pop 220 twice, cause I'm fucking her up. Feels like my city.
Well, here's a different take on a night at the club. Forget the energetic beats and wild dance moves. In this peculiar scene, instead of people hitting the dance floor, they're opting for a more laid-back approach, lying on the ground. It's a departure from the typical club scene, and you might find yourself thinking, what's this all about? It's a bit on the boring side. Perhaps these folks are embracing a more relaxed vibe or have found a unique way to enjoy their night out. Different strokes for different folks, I suppose. Talking of different, a guy finds himself in the underground piping, and the big question is, how in the world did he end up there? Did he leap a large drain or perhaps attempt a daring self-flush down the toilet? The good news is no one got hurt, and the guy was safely removed from the pipe. But the mystery remains. What's the origin story of this unexpected plumbing expedition? Now, Julius and I love wild, exotic animals, so we make it our job to search for them and adore them. But even we don't know what this is. It looks like a mix between a bat, a sloth, and a primate. On second thoughts, you could even throw a badger in the mix of animals it looks like. We did a lot of digging, and some individuals thought it might be a long-haired macaque, but our research proved it wasn't. We've done a lot of cross-referencing, and nothing is convincingly similar. Has any of you encountered anything like this? Can you help out with its name? Thanks a lot. I don't know about you, but everyone I know hates it when toilets get clogged. But what happens when it's not your toilet, but a dam drainage? Well, you assemble your best men and start ramming it like it's no one's business. That's exactly what these men did, and after a few seconds, there was a breakthrough, literally. But you have to wonder, what kept it clogged? Well, many who saw the footage claimed many different things. One person states he can see an elk carcass come out. Another person says it's a giant chicken leg. Personally, I don't see it. I believe I'm looking at the log they are ramming the dam with. It appears to have some extra clothes at the end. Perhaps I'm seeing wrong. Can you guys tell me what you think? All right, let's move on to another odd one. If you pay attention to the footage, there's this strange creature floating in the river. It has this wing-like thing that flaps in the water as it swims. The big question that's on everyone's mind, what are we looking at? To that, the answer is simple. We don't know. Some mentioned it could be an undiscovered water-dwelling species, or perhaps an extraterrestrial being taking a leisurely dip in our waters. While these sound like a stretch, they're nothing compared to those who think it's a Pokemon. Personally, I don't know what to make of it, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on this aquatic mystery. What are we looking at? A river dweller with a unique swimming style, or a visitor from outer space making a pit stop for a swim? A man was driving through the neighborhood enjoying the tranquility of the surroundings when he spotted another man walking on the pavement, pushing a baby trolley that was engulfed in flames. Tell me that won't freak you out if you see it.
What the f*** are you doing? What are you doing?
Fire.
Are we fire?
Intrigued by the peculiar sight, the driver decides to stop and ask what he's doing. To this, the man responds, fire. His response and appearance show he's not okay, but what could be wrong with him? Some are thinking maybe he's on something, while others are asking, could it be mental health stuff? No matter the reason, everyone can agree on one thing. Seeing a guy calmly walking around with a flaming trolley is just downright bizarre and a little heartbreaking. Just a quick reminder before the next clip comes, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed, could you do so right now? You wouldn't want me to send an alien after you now, would you? Humans are not the only weird things out there. Don't believe me? Well, take a look at this footage. Someone captured this scorpion-looking insect on a dead grasshopper. I don't know if it was eating the grasshopper or not, but this insect looks like it could cause some damage. After some digging, someone mentioned it was a scorpion fly. Before the name misleads you, these insects are not real flies. They're part of the Mecoptera order. They got the name scorpion fly from the male's private parts, which can look like a scorpion stinger. Now, scorpion flies are usually scavengers or predators. They chow down on all sorts of stuff, including dead insects. As you can see with this presumably dead grasshopper, it's likely just having a meal, either cleaning up the grasshopper or maybe it's having it as a snack. It was great to have solved the mystery, but after some more reading, I realized that there are some slight differences between an actual scorpion fly and what's on the screen. This looks like it actually has a scorpion body while the scorpion fly doesn't. Has anyone out there encountered any of these things? Care to confirm if they actually look like this? If you can, please do so. We'll be reading in the comments. Next, we have a clip of two motorcyclists cruising down the road, one with a camera capturing the journey. The twist? The camera-wielding rider overtakes his friend and rides ahead, but when he stops to check on his buddy, there is no sign of him, just the lone motorcycle cruising behind. Where could the missing rider have gone? Did he take an unexpected detour, or is there a more extraterrestrial explanation like an alien abduction? There have been stories of people getting taken away in broad daylight by aliens for unknown reasons. Maybe this is just one of them. What do you think? In Miami, people have been spotting these strange objects in the sky, and our next clip captures one of those situations. It looks like some sort of tank. I'm not very sure of what it is. Some say they might be surveillance balloons, perhaps part of a monitoring or security initiative, but others think it's alien-related. After some personal research, I'm convinced it's nothing more than a blimp. Julius adds that this particular one could have been designed by Goodyear. Is anyone from Miami out there to confirm this for us? Next, we have shrouded in the mysterious aura of abandonment, the King's Path, a once beautiful structure now marred by the relentless hands of time and neglect. Winding through a landscape kissed by the river's edge, embraced by the encroaching wilderness, and ensconced by ancient stone edifices, this decaying relic could be likened to the road less traveled, the path to another realm. An unsettling sense of impending doom seems to hang in the air for anyone traversing this worn trail. Many years of exposure to the elements have left their mark on this place. The paths are broken and fallen, revealing their skeletal remains. Rusty steel beams are all that's left of a once thriving route. The only way to move forward where brave hikers once dared is by carefully walking on these steel beams. It's like a glimpse into the past and a glimpse into what the future might hold. A courageous person captured by our camera is walking on the King's Path. Every step they take carries with it the stories of many others who once explored this place, some of them venturing into the unknown. Would you be willing to walk this deteriorating trail, embracing its mysterious beauty and taking the risk between life and the unknown? If you would, then the King's Path awaits you. A man was taking a walk with his dog during spring sunset when something strange happened. The dog's behavior suddenly took an anxious turn as it fixated on something in the distance. Not wanting to miss anything unusual, the owner turned the camera in that direction. There, at a noticeable distance, was a figure, eerily stationary and facing them. What made this even more unsettling was that the dog, usually quick to bark at potential threats, remained silent but visibly agitated. It was as though the dog sensed something about that figure, something beyond the human eye. The true identity and intent of the mysterious figure remains shrouded in uncertainty. It could have been an innocent passerby, but the dog's instinctual reaction suggests there might have been something more ominous at play. There are stories of how animals used to be double or triple their size now in ancient times. Fossil records reveal the existence of colossal creatures like the megalodon shark and prehistoric mammals. The reduction in the size of modern animals has been linked to several factors such as environmental changes, adaptations, and evolutionary processes. But this footage right here might be proof that there are still some creatures who might have skipped evolution and other factors. In the video, someone finds a massive crab claw. Now, to give you a sense of scale, when the person put their hand next to it, the claw is more than 3 times the size of their hand. As fascinating as this may seem, it's quite alarming. If a crab claw is this size, then the whole creature must be the size of a boat or, dare I say, a ship. I mean, if this is real, then you can't help but wonder what other giant creatures could there be out there. We haven't even wrapped our heads around the idea of Bigfoot being real. Then this, a giant crab? What's next, a kraken? The mysteries of the natural world never cease to amaze. In this intriguing footage, a strange creature is seen moving on a rock. Initially, I thought it was a fish, but as the camera moved closer, it appeared that I had no idea what this creature was. It is orange in color and long. It has hair on its body and tiny legs that move like centipedes. Could it be a new species, perhaps an undiscovered life form, or a visitor from the depths of the unknown, here to perplex and intrigue? Share your thoughts on this. Next, we have a chilling video that's bound to leave you stupefied. And yes, I'm not ashamed to state I learned that word from the Harry Potter series. Either way, back to the footage. It starts out as seemingly innocent, and then out of the shadows, a cryptic entity emerges. Its body, divided into 2 halves, white on top and black below, is a stark contrast to its surroundings. With agile and unnatural movements, it launches itself forward, gripping the white walls as it bounds down a narrow hallway lined with numerous other white doors. In a heartbeat, this mysterious being makes a daring leap, aiming for an opening in the ceiling, and just like that, vanishes from sight. The question lingers in the air. What in the world have we just witnessed? Before you start panicking, allow me to put you out of your misery. It's all CGI. This was created by a talented artist, and despite how realistic he tried to make it, if you pay attention long enough, you can tell it's computer-generated. Or can you? In the heart of the woods, in the still of the night, an eerie encounter took place. A lone wanderer stumbled upon a bizarre creature perched precariously on a broken fence. The creature's most striking feature was its eyes, which emitted an unsettling, ominous glow. The creature's face conveyed a sense of menace, an unspoken warning to all who dared approach. Its very presence seemed to whisper, "Get any closer, and you'll regret it." What could this mysterious creature be? I've heard a lot of mysteries and explanations, but I think it's a stray dog whose territory the man might have walked into. Now, I know some of you might crucify me for this assertion, but take a critical look and tell me that does not look like a dog. Buckle up for this next one as we journey into the realms of the extraterrestrial, because we got another UFO tale to unpack. The footage introduces us to a car cruising along with something mysterious covered in black polythene on top of it. While the rational mind may suggest that the mysterious cargo could be an ordinary object or perhaps a toy or some machinery, the allure of the unknown persists. A toy won't have such an entourage, and you have to agree that the mysterious cargo looks suspiciously like a saucer. But then again, why would the government transport a saucer via road in such a package when they know people can easily pick it up? That doesn't add up, which makes the whole thing a tad mysterious and confusing. Many keep trying to say what they think it might be, but no one can say for sure what it really is. So what's your take on this out-of-this-world encounter? Are we witnessing a close encounter of the playful kind, a cosmic joyride, or just a top-secret delivery from the intergalactic toy emporium? Feel free to let your imagination soar and share your best wild theories. After a short break from the big guy, it sounds like we've got another chapter in the ongoing saga of Bigfoot sightings. In a recent encounter, a group of friends found themselves driving through the night near a wooded area. All was going smoothly until their car's headlights unveiled a mysterious figure concealed among the trees. The creature in question matched the classic descriptions of a Bigfoot, towering at a height of 7 to 8 feet, covered in thick black fur, and possessing robust arms wrapped around a substantial tree, a distinctive hallmark of these mysterious beings. Despite being noticed by the occupants of the car, the creature appeared nonchalant, sparing them only a casual glance or two before maintaining its stance in the shadows of the night. Do you think this is a genuine encounter with the creature of myth and legend, or perhaps just a hairy wanderer minding its own business? Indeed, the woods have always held an air of mystery, harboring secrets that both captivate and confound those who venture into them. This peculiar image, discovered in the heart of the forest, adds to it. At first glance, it looks like an internal part of some animal, with its pinkish flesh and curiously round upper part, but its lower section sports what looks like limbs, an anatomical feature that suggests this could not be a part of a larger creature. So if it's not part of some larger creature and it exists on its own, what creature could it be? Truth is, no one knows or can even guess. Even the person who found it could not put a name to what he'd seen. After uploading it online, some theorized it was an alien, whereas others said it was an aborted fetus. While we can see where they're all coming from, it's no secret that none of these thoroughly describe what the creature is or how it ended up where it was found. Can you help? Hidden among the tranquil woods of England, where ancient trees and age-worn rocks stand as sentinels of nature's timeless beauty, a peculiar phenomenon awaits those who venture deep into the forest. Carved into the bark of trees and etched into the rugged surfaces of rocks, a gallery of faces emerges, each with its own unique expression and enigmatic aura. Now, you might think these faces tell tales of a bygone era, relics of ancient civilizations, or symbols of nature's mystique. But the truth behind these enigmatic carvings is as surprising as it is simple. They're the work of modern artists, driven by their passion for creativity and a desire to infuse the wilderness with a touch of the surreal. Yes, these faces have been carved relatively recently, and their origin is rooted in the minds of contemporary artisans, not ancient dwellers or mysterious forest spirits. But still, the thought of a face on a rock or a tree watching you in the woods is creepy or exciting depending on the kind of person you are, if you know what I mean. On Christmas morning, a family gathered around the Christmas tree to unravel their gifts. This little girl was so excited and jumping up and down when she realized that she'd been gifted a miniature Minnie Mouse couch. As she was screaming with joy, someone was filming the whole thing, probably having in mind to document this happy family time. However, as the family revisits the footage to relive the joyous occasion, an unsettling revelation surfaces. The eyes of the Minnie Mouse on the couch, seemingly innocuous at first, appear to blink. Could it be a mischievous spirit, or perhaps a holiday prank from a mischievous elf that brought Minnie Mouse to life for a brief and eerie moment? It's hard to put a finger on it, but you have also seen the footage. What do you think is happening here? In a bizarre and unexplained event caught on video, a cat steals the spotlight by seemingly defying the laws of physics. The feline casually walks through a solid wall, leaving viewers puzzled and prompting questions of reality. This anomaly sparks speculation among those who witnessed the footage, prompting a range of theories from glitches in the recording to the presence of a ghostly or supernatural entity. The ghostly aspect is particularly intriguing, suggesting the possibility of an otherworldly creature or a supernatural phenomenon manifesting in the form of a cat. But like all of this strange footage we come across, you never really know. In the epic showdown between a dog and a lion, you'd naturally think the lion would have the upper paw. However, the outcome of this encounter might surprise you. It all began when a curious pit bull ventured into the woods, seemingly on a mission to establish some territorial authority. While the dog was busy exploring, a stealthy mountain lion sneaked up from behind, preparing to strike. But as the lion leapt, the dog turned around in the nick of time and counterattacked with impressive determination. The lion, perhaps underestimating the pit bull's fierce spirit, quickly retreated, leaving the dog victorious in this unexpected showdown. Wait, did I say a pit bull? That's Frenchie, isn't it? Can anyone out there clarify this for me? Before you watch the next clip, could you please hit the like button, subscribe, and even drop a comment if you haven't already? It goes a long way to making it possible to create more videos for you. Thank you for doing so. Moving back to the day's episode, gather round the campfire for another spine-tingling tale. As night falls, a camper finds themselves all set for a peaceful sleepover in the heart of the woods. The fire crackles, casting dancing shadows that add to the eerie ambience. But suddenly, this tranquil scene is shattered by an uninvited guest, a cryptic creature lurking in the shadows concealed behind a tree just a stone's throw from the campfire. The camper instinctively reaches for their camera, capturing the unfolding enigma. The creature reveals itself with its long and slender fingers, reminiscent of the iconic Edward Scissorhands. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, a single glowing eye pierces the darkness. Bathed in the warm light of the fire, the true nature of this being becomes clearer, its slender fingers and that piercing eye etching an indelible image in the camper's mind. The encounter is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine, and the camper's startled reaction mirrors what many of us would feel in such a situation. The video ends abruptly, leaving us with a haunting question. Would you have the nerve to stay and capture such a moment, or would your instinct to flee prevail? Fun fact, he throws fire at the creature before running. That convinces me this is real, or at least some good acting. What do you think? It's been a while, but I thought we'd bring back the bonus segment this year. This is where you watch the footage and accurately describe what you think you're seeing. Now that the explanation is out of the way, what do you think this creature is? If you believe you know, simply write it down in the comment section. Start with the comment bonus, and then tell us what it is and why you think it's so. We pick out the best comment and feature it in our next episode. All the best. Just a quick reminder before the next clip comes, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed, could you do so right now? You wouldn't want me to send Mr. Bigfoot after you now, would you? I thought as much. A puzzling video emerges on Instagram, drawing the gaze of intrigued onlookers. In the footage, a strange dark object is seen cruising through the sky. As it moves, something even stranger appears from the opposite direction. A glowing orb. But the orb moves faster than the dark object. As the radiant orb and the dark object come together, an incredible transformation unfolds. The dark entity seems to be swallowed by the glowing sphere, making the sphere bigger and glow brighter. The now glowing orb appears to shrink as it continues its journey forward until, poof, it vanishes. Can someone explain what we just saw? You don't need to be a scientist to know this isn't natural, but that doesn't automatically mean you know what it could be. This is so unbelievable that many have called the footage fake. What do you also think? Next, we visit Japan, where a driver in Tokyo has a spooky tale to share. While on his late-night rides, the car's security set inside captured something disturbing. As the driver enters the tunnel, the security footage reveals the manifestation of a strange figure in the passenger seat. The apparition, however, vanishes as soon as the driver exits the tunnel. The pattern repeats in another tunnel, with the figure reappearing, its features becoming clearer. It appears to have a pale face, long, messy hair, and a feminine appearance. The ghostly passenger appears to be a woman. Despite the spectral presence, the figure does not pose any harm to the driver, simply sitting in the dark and disappearing upon reaching a brighter area. But who or what could she be? Could it be one of his passengers who had met her untimely fate on the road with him, or could it be a loved one keeping him company on his night job? Venturing into the heart of the forest in the dead of night, an individual encounters an eerie revelation. A pair of glowing eyes appeared behind a tree, staring right at him. The eyes were red, and he believed it could be a rake or skinwalker. Undeterred by the ominous atmosphere and instinctual fear, the person made a bold choice to venture deeper into the woods, driven by the desire to unravel the mystery behind those glowing eyes. The unsettling encounter took an unexpected turn as the mysterious creature, sensing the man's presence, promptly retreated into the shadows. Come to think of it, if it was any of the creatures mentioned, would they have attacked the person or run, looking at how lost they were? This makes others think that the creature was probably a raccoon or that the whole thing was a hoax. Even Aaron, the skinwalker expert, shares this sentiment. What about you? In this intriguing video clip captured by a security cam on a private property, the scene starts with a seemingly ordinary setting, just a big leaf in view, but then things take an eerie twist. Two glowing orbs suddenly manifest beside a tree, casting an unsettling, unnatural light in the darkness. It's as if something from beyond is peeking into our world. These ethereal lights ignite and surge into the woods like a portal to the unknown, leaving behind a trail of ghostly luminescence. Our world is no stranger to mysteries, but this encounter raises chilling questions. What's behind these enigmatic manifestations? Are we witnessing a glimpse into the supernatural? Could those have been alien ships moving at supersonic speeds? Share your thoughts, but beware, they might be listening. In the midst of deep darkness concealed in a shroud of mystery, this black and white footage reveals a creature that leaves us in a state of uncertainty. At first glance, it resembles a cat, although it's oddly missing a tail. The enigmatic shades in the recording offer us little more than a pair of radiant eyes glowing like otherworldly orbs. In the world of the unexplained, there are various theories. Some suggest that it might be a cat under the influence of some supernatural force caught in an otherworldly twist. Others propose that it could be an effect of the camera distorting reality and turning it into a perplexing enigma. Amid all of this uncertainty, there are whispers of a more unsettling possibility. A mountain lion concealed in the obscurity of the night, hiding its true identity. We can go on, but looking at it, what do you think we're dealing with? Tell us in the comments section. Still in Asia, let's go to Shenyang, China. A peculiar phenomena caught the attention of numerous onlookers, a mysterious pillar of light stretching into the sky. The scene gathered a crowd eager to capture the enigmatic occurrence on camera. Even experts, upon analyzing the spectacle, found themselves at a loss for a definitive explanation. Various theories were proposed by those witnessing the event. Some speculated that it could be an unusual cloud formation, while others considered the possibility of water vapor contributing to the optical display. Despite collective efforts to decipher the nature of the phenomena, a concrete answer remains a mystery. The unidentified pillar of light stands as a captivating and unexplained occurrence, leaving both spectators and experts intrigued by its enigmatic presence. Our first tale of the day takes us to the aftermath of a heavy snowstorm in Europe in 2014, where a man walking his dog stumbled upon a bizarre sight in a frozen pond. In the middle of the icy expanse, there's a peculiar sight. A hole that seems to be breathing, with water rhythmically flowing in and out of some strange tentacle-like creature-looking thing moving around the hole. And to make it worse, there was a reddish fluid in the center also moving as the hole pulsated. This enigmatic occurrence sparked various interpretations and speculations. Some suggested that it could be a natural process, proposing that the red color might be attributed to mineral deposits, possibly iron. Others proposed more fantastical explanations, such as the idea of lava breaching from below, causing a slow pulsating effect that melted the ice in the pond. But that doesn't explain those tentacle-looking things in the water. That's where our next theory comes in. Some say this could be the rare water sarlacc. But that's quite the pill to swallow. Having seen it yourself, what do you think this could be? An ordinary and natural process, a geothermal display, or the icy lair of the mythical water sarlacc? In the brilliant light of a midday sky, a captivating spectacle unfolds right before our eyes. Up high, the heavens appear to be in motion, with wisps of gas gathering and swirling, creating a dream-like show. However, amidst this celestial dance, there's an object hanging in the sky. It stands out from the sun, which is casting its bright rays as usual over the town. This object has a distinctive circular shape that piques our curiosity. It reminds us of a UFO sighting by a fellow traveler on an aeroplane. Could this be another visit from an extraterrestrial spacecraft defying the laws of our earthly skies? Or maybe it's something else entirely, a radiant orb carrying a celestial being gliding through dimensions beyond our comprehension. We've always interpreted these orbs to mean spiritual activity, but recent sightings have us reconsidering them to be extraterrestrial. What about you? Late-night drives through desolate roads often have a sense of solitude and calm, offering a break from the hectic day. However, occasionally these peaceful moments can be disrupted by unexpected and chilling encounters. Such was the case for one driver, who experienced a hair-raising incident that left him questioning the laws of reality. As the driver cruised along the dimly lit road, the headlights illuminated a peculiar figure standing in the middle of the path. It was undoubtedly a person, or at least it appeared to be. What caught the driver's attention was the black cloth draped over this mysterious individual, concealing their identity and features except for their shoulders, which were visible beneath the dark shroud. As he approached to investigate, he tried to remove the black cloth, only to find that there was no one underneath. The mysterious figure had vanished into thin air, leaving the driver both puzzled and spooked. Was it a ghostly apparition or something else altogether? Share your thoughts with us, especially if you believe it's a hoax, because someone, not me, but someone close to me, thinks it's a hoax. In this next footage, originating from a temple in India, a unique and seemingly unconventional ritual unfolds, leaving observers both fascinating and bewildered. The worshippers engage in a practice that involves rolling on the ground until reaching a specific hole. Once at the hole, they proceed to put their heads inside and contort their bodies in a manner. This leaves us wondering if this form of worship was a sacred practice specific to this temple, or perhaps a ritual with deeper spiritual significance for those there. While it may look bizarre to outsiders like us, there's the possibility that it holds some profound meaning, driving all the participants involved to do so. In this next footage, an unseen observer behind the camera captures a scene that, if genuine, prompts unsettling inquiries about government actions and the possible concealment of extraterrestrial technology. In the video, we can see what looks like a saucer being moved to somewhere unknown. In an age marked by ongoing speculation about encounters with aliens, the image of a saucer-shaped craft being transported adds fuel to the enduring discussion on government secrecy and further deepens the mystery, raising questions about the extent of the government's knowledge and its role in keeping such information under wraps. As much as I'd love to believe the government was truly transporting a saucer, even I know that they won't transport such a thing publicly and in broad daylight. This has to be some of the worst thought-out fakes we've ever come across, don't you think? If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment so far, could you please do so now? It goes a long way to help us make more videos like this for you. Thank you so much. Now back to today's episode. A mysterious being has made an unexpected appearance on a home surveillance camera, and it's leaving viewers puzzled. This creature seems to defy a clear classification. It alternates between an otherworldly, ghostly form and a more animalistic shape as it hops around the camera frame. However, it's the creature's head that truly perplexes, as it's surrounded by radiant beams of light emanating from its bright eyes. The exact identity of this strange being remains a riddle. What kind of creature is this? And to sign off today's video, we thought we'd show you a trail capture of one of our all-time favorite cryptids, Bigfoot. If there has been any footage that shows the intelligence and industriousness of Bigfoot, this is definitely up there with it. In this footage, we see what looks like a ginormous bipedal with fur all around it, stopping for a drink, albeit carefully. It lifts its head and looks in the direction of the camera. I'm pretty sure it sees it and then starts to walk away. But do you notice something weird? This Bigfoot doesn't look like the others. It's quite unique in its build and mannerisms. Do you see it too, or am I just seeing things? While embarking on a seemingly ordinary boat ride, an unsuspecting Facebook user stumbled upon something rather intriguing. After sharing the video of his wild adventure on social media, an observant viewer drew the attention of the uploader to a curious presence in the water. Upon closer examination, you can make out a pair of human-like arms and the head of black hair. The mysterious entity navigates the river with an uncanny agility, swimming at a pace that defies conventional expectations. If it were a human, the need for air would require resurfacing, yet the creature continues its aquatic ballet beneath the surface. This has led us, including Aaron, the skinwalker lover, to entertain the idea that the boat stumbled upon a real-life mermaid. Now, the question remains, was it just enjoying a leisurely swim beneath the waves, or was there a more sinister reason? I guess we'll never know. In the quiet night skies of Kentucky on December the 21st, 2023, an unsettling phenomenon unfolded. A face, complete with a nose, closed eyes, and a mouth, appears out of nowhere, startling the family that recorded the footage. The presence of the face was so pronounced, making the dogs a bit uneasy. Once this hit the internet, everyone was trying to explain what it could be. Some suggested it might be a Project Bluebeam, a theoretical conspiracy involving the projection of holographic images onto the sky to manipulate public perception. In the spirit of entertaining wild ideas, let's consider and accept this. I mean, there are other possibilities. While you might be tempted to say no, one stands out to me. The whole thing is a complete hoax. That might make me sound like a skeptic, but it's the gospel truth. My truth may, however, be different from yours, so let us know what you think of this face in the sky. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. An unintentional Bigfoot sighting came to light when a YouTuber renowned for his vehicle reviews took a four-wheeler for a spin. While he was focused on his review, he inadvertently filmed what many believed to be a Bigfoot. If you look closely at the left side of the road among the trees, you'll spot a mysterious dark-furred creature strolling into the woods. It's almost as if Bigfoot decided to make a cameo appearance while the camera was rolling. In the past, these creatures were quite elusive, and it took a great deal to capture them. But now, all it takes is to just be in the woods or mountains at the right time, and you might be lucky to catch a glimpse of one. Either that, or we have some really convincing fakes out there. Out on the serene deck of a water body, a curious fisherman finds himself face to face with an utterly perplexing sight. His camera captures the puzzling appearance of a strange sea creature unlike anything he's ever seen before. This aquatic mystery boasts a set of unusual and unsettling physical features as if it's experiencing some form of deep-seated discomfort. Its most striking characteristic is a vivid pink tail, which stands out starkly against the backdrop of the water. The creature's body exudes an inexplicable sense of unease, leading some to wonder if it could be the result of a bizarre mutation. Yet amid the myriad speculations, one question remains. What on earth or in the water is this unknown creature? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. On that note, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed to the channel yet, please do so now before I send that creature after you. On a more serious note, it really helps us out a ton and gives us the opportunity to keep making these videos for you. So please do so and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you very much. In a chilling turn of events, the residents of a certain house had their nerves rattled when they reviewed security footage from their property. The footage revealed an unsettling intruder lurking about the premises. Now, when you expect an intruder, you generally hope it's human. At least then you'd know what you're dealing with. But in this spine-tingling scenario, a security camera revealed a peculiar dog-like creature strolling around on its hind legs in the dead of night. So, is it a specter, a paranormal entity, or are our four-legged friends attempting some Toy Story-esque escapades while we're not looking? We kick off today's episode with a Trailcam capture that is mysterious and unusual. Feast your eyes on these snapshots that were all captured thanks to a trusty motion detection Trailcam. Behold this bizarre entity, a recurring character in all three frames. The creature boasts a lovely shade of pink flesh that rivals a pig's, and its facial features are nothing short of peculiar. A quirky visage with big, soul-piercing eyes and an absence of the standard nose. It's almost like someone took a tortoise's face, gave it a pink makeover, and placed it on this strange being. This creature, whatever it may be, seems to be crawling along the ground, arms outstretched toward the camera. The question remains, are we gazing upon an actual living entity, a person skillfully adorned in a costume, or a meticulously orchestrated hoax? The answer, my friend, might just be as curious as these snapshots themselves. In this mesmerizing sky footage, against the backdrop of a serene blue sky and elegant clouds, an unusual phenomena unfolds. we see the clouds move in a rather unorthodox manner, which leaves all who witnessed it with lots of questions. It's almost as though the clouds become sentient. Before you entertain all sorts of thoughts, allow me to say, don't be alarmed. What you're seeing could be a fascinating weather phenomenon called the crown flash. Now, let me break it down. Sunlight passes through small ice crystals above a cumulonimbus cloud. These crystals align with the cloud's electric field. When lightning strikes the cloud, it reorients the ice crystals, resulting in the unique and surreal crown flash effect. Almost like the clouds made their disco light show. But is that what's happening here? Well, I think I'll let you decide on that. Believe me when I say the skies over Motherwell, Scotland certainly know how to put on a show. This footage showcases a luminous spectacle resembling a sparkly object dancing in the night sky, leaving a trail of light in its wake, but it leaves behind the question, what could it be? Some suggest the possibility of fireworks, known for their shimmering and sparkling effects. Others also suggest extraterrestrial involvement, attributing the spectacle to the work of aliens. The idea of an otherworldly presence often arises when explained phenomena occur, so that's not surprising. On a more whimsical note, some have entertained the notion of a fairy or a human-sized Tinkerbell enchantingly gracing the night sky with a magical performance. While this remains the most bizarre of theories, if we have giant crabs, then this theory could very much be true, don't you think? This adventurous motorcyclist was weaving through a forested path, sporting a trusty helmet camera to capture the ride. Little did he know, he captured something spine-tingling, only discovered during the footage review. Hold on tight, and let's take a look. Zoom in on the left side of the screen amidst the forest trees and you'll spot it, a tall, pale figure lurking in the shadows, keenly watching our two-wheeled adventurer. Blink, and you might just miss it. The questions abound. What on earth could this lurking presence be? It's pretty tall, towering above the trees. Could it be the elusive Slender Man, or might it be something entirely different? Tell me what you think in the comments section. In the heart of the woods, nestled within the mystifying embrace of the devil's tramping ground, there lies a peculiar patch of barren land. This desolate circle, spanning many acres, stands as a chilling testament to nature's defiance. Here, the very earth refuses to yield, and no plant can stake its roots, a mysterious void in the midst of lush greenery. Legend has it that something sinister happens here during the night. People say the devil himself visits, carrying out his wicked schemes under the cover of darkness. The malevolence in this place is so strong that it's thought to repel life itself, banishing plants from its cursed soil. But there's an even stranger twist to this tale. Objects left behind in this area seem to vanish into thin air as if the devil himself is taking them. It's believed that anyone brave enough to camp within this unusual space is in for a chilling encounter with malevolent forces beyond imagination. The memories of these unfortunate campers are forever marked by terror, haunting their dreams and driving them to flee for safety in the distant hills. As you look at this cursed ground, you can't help but wonder about the nature of the devil's nightly activities. What sinister deeds occur in this desolate circle? Is it the result of dark magic or just a superstition? The mystery of the devil's tramping ground continues to tempt the curious, encouraging them to contemplate its unexplainable nature. Have you been there? Do you have stories to share? Please do so in the comments section below. In the calm stillness of the night, a luminous anomaly pierces the sky, an object resembling a luminous rocket ascending through the darkness. The questions start swirling. Is it a spacecraft launching into the great unknown, a meteor putting on a fiery show, or perhaps something else entirely? No one can say for sure, but what's your take on this glowing rocket in the night sky? A celestial event? A man-made wonder? Or maybe a touch of cosmic magic? Oh boy, it sounds like we've got ourselves a creature feature straight out of a swampy horror movie. The creature, by all accounts, has a face that's a bizarre blend of fishy features, a fish-like face and mouth, black eyes staring into the void, and no suggestion of a nose. Now that's a catch that does not qualify for dinner. What in the world could this be? Is it a mutant fish, an undiscovered species, or perhaps something straight out of a horror movie? Embarking on a mysterious journey to the heart of the Babala forest in Brazil, a group of hikers stumble upon a chilling discovery. A lifeless creature lying in their path. Its skin was very pale, and its body resembled that of a bipedal being. But then, you never know these days with all the weird things happening. Looking at this creature, we have no idea what it could be or how it even got there. The residents of the area were alarmed by this finding and marked it as an omen and a sign of impending doom. Still on the strange objects in the sky, this rectangular-looking craft was captured cruising through the skies. After seeing it, I concluded that with technology getting more advanced by the day, it could be a secret human creation yet to hit the public stage. I was also very certain it could be alien with all the extraterrestrial chatter going on these days. Julius came, read my notes, and stated it was a B-wing from Star Wars. So either the Star Wars craft was real or someone is just trying to mess with me. Which do you think it is? And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Thanks for staying with us. Before you go, with there popular trail cams you've come across that you think we should absolutely feature on this channel, please tell us in the comments section. And if you personally have odd footage you recorded yourself, you can forward it to us via classifiedcaptures@gmail.com. We'll do the needful analysis and include it in our next episode. We'll also give you credit, unless of course you want to remain anonymous. We can't wait to receive your clips. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. See you in the next one.